Community Family Life Services Children's Nook.
The CFLS Children's Nook is a new read-aloud program for children impacted by family trauma and incarceration. The read-aloud program is an online academic resource for children to foster reading and can be used as a learning tool to help parents. Visit cflsdc.org for more information. Today's special guest, Washington, D.C. at-large Councilmember Robert C. White, Jr.
Hey kids, I'm at-large Councilmember Robert White, and I am excited to be reading with you today. I love reading. I have two little girls who are 4 years old and 2 years old, and I love reading to them. And this is one of the books that I really love reading to them. Giraffes Can't Dance. This is by Giles Andrea and Guy Parker Rees. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees, but when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. You can see all the animals getting ready to dance. The warthogs started waltzing. The rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel. And 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. That looks like a lot of fun. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked toward the floor, but the lions saw him coming and they soon began to roar. Hey, look at clumsy Gerald, the animals all sneered. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird. And everyone's laughing at poor Gerald. Gerald simply froze up. He rooted to the stoop. They are right, he thought. I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot. So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before, so sad and so alone. See, Gerald, he's walking away from the dance. Then he found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. The moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh. Excuse me, coughed a cricket who'd seen Gerald earlier on, but sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song. Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying and his tail was swishing round. You see Gerald starting to dance over here? He threw his legs out sideways and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. Well, that's pretty amazing. Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. I'm dancing. Yes, I'm dancing. I am dancing, Gerald cried. And he's so excited to be dancing. Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle. We must be in a dream. Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen." All the animals are cheering for Gerald and he is boogieing down. "How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how." But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. Everyone is so impressed. They thought Gerald couldn't dance. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. "We all can dance," he said, "when we find music that we love." Now, I love this book. One of the reasons I like reading this book to my two daughters, Madison and Monroe, is because sometimes it's not dancing that people say we're not very good at. Sometimes people say that we're not good at sports. When I was a kid, some people told me I was not very good at school. Maybe you have a hard time learning how to tie your shoes or zip your coat. But what this book says is that we all have it in us. We just have to believe, even sometimes when people don't believe in us. So young people, I want you to believe in yourselves. If someone says that you can't dance or that you can't do something, you don't have to believe them. You have to believe in you. And you might just be the best that anyone has ever seen. Take care. I've loved reading with you.
Wow. Thank you for attending. We hope you loved the book and will join us again in the future. And remember, visit CFLSDC.org for more information.